Donald John Trump was born in Queens, New York on June 14, 1946. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer. Fred built affordable housing in Brooklyn and Queens. Donald's mother, Mary Ann MacLeod Trump, emigrated from Scotland. She married Fred in 1936. Donald grew up in a wealthy household with 4 siblings. He learned about business and ambition from his father. Trump's childhood home was a 23-room mansion in Jamaica Estates, Queens. This affluent upbringing contrasted sharply with the experiences of many working-class Americans. This contrast would later become a central theme in Trump's political rhetoric. His supporters saw him as a self-made man, while his detractors viewed him as out of touch with the struggles of ordinary people. Trump's relationship with his father was complex and often strained. Fred Trump was known for his strict demeanor and demanding work ethic. He instilled in his son a drive to succeed and a belief in the importance of winning at all costs. However, some biographers have suggested that Donald always craved his father's approval but felt overshadowed by him. Despite his privileged background, Trump has often portrayed himself as an underdog. He frequently emphasizes his humble beginnings in Queens. This narrative, however, ignores the significant financial advantages he enjoyed from birth. Nevertheless, it has resonated with many Americans who admire his business acumen and see him as a symbol of American entrepreneurial spirit. As a child, Donald Trump attended Kew-Forest School, a private school in Queens. However, he was known for behavioral issues. At the age of 13, his parents sent him to the New York Military Academy. This strict boarding school aimed to instill discipline and structure. Trump excelled in certain areas at the academy, particularly athletics. He graduated in 1964. After graduating high school, Trump enrolled at Fordham University. He spent 2 years there before transferring to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. This prestigious business school provided him with connections and knowledge that would prove invaluable in his later career. He graduated from Wharton with a degree in economics in 1968. While still a student at Wharton, Trump began working for his father's company, Elizabeth Trump and Son. The company focused on middle-class housing developments in Brooklyn and Queens. Donald quickly learned the ropes of the real estate business. He demonstrated a knack for deal-making and self-promotion. His early projects included renovating existing apartment buildings and securing government subsidies to maximize profits. Trump's early career was not without controversy. In 1973, the U.S. Department of Justice sued the Trump Organization for racial discrimination in housing. The lawsuit alleged that the company had refused to rent apartments to black tenants and had lied to black applicants about apartment availability. Trump denied the allegations, claiming that the company had a strict policy of not discriminating against anyone. The case was eventually settled out of court, with the Trump Organization agreeing to adopt a fair housing policy and to provide a list of available apartments to the Justice Department. In the 1970s, Donald Trump shifted his focus to Manhattan real estate. He saw an opportunity to make his mark on the city's skyline. One of his most ambitious projects was Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. Completed in 1983, this luxurious skyscraper became a symbol of his success and extravagant lifestyle. Trump's real estate ventures extended beyond residential buildings. He purchased hotels, golf courses, and even an airline. He opened several casinos in Atlantic City, New Jersey in the 1980s. These casinos, including Trump Plaza and Trump Taj Mahal, were initially successful. However, they later faced financial troubles and bankruptcies. Despite setbacks, Trump cultivated an image as a shrewd businessman. He wrote books like The Art of the Deal, which became a bestseller. He embraced the media, giving countless interviews and appearing on magazine covers. His wealth and flamboyant personality made him a celebrity figure. Trump's business practices often involved high levels of debt and aggressive negotiation tactics. He was known for using legal loopholes and declaring bankruptcy to avoid paying creditors. These practices drew criticism from some business associates and financial analysts. However, Trump defended his methods as part of his art of the deal philosophy. In the early 2000s, Donald Trump's celebrity status reached new heights with the reality TV show The Apprentice. The show featured contestants competing for a job at the Trump organization. Trump's role as the tough-talking, no-nonsense CEO resonated with viewers. He popularized the catchphrase, "You're fired." The Apprentice ran for 14 seasons and spawned several spin-offs. It made Trump a household name and introduced him to a wider audience. The show also helped to soften his image. It portrayed him as a successful businessman who was also charismatic and entertaining. Trump's success on The Apprentice had a significant impact on his later political career. The show provided him with a platform to connect with millions of Americans. It also helped to establish his brand as a savvy businessman and a decisive leader. However, The Apprentice also reinforced some of the more controversial aspects of Trump's persona. His often abrasive and confrontational style, which was celebrated on the show, would later alienate many voters during his presidential campaign.